Okay, so I'm seeing some some suggestions here, and it's kind of a mix, mostly health and fitness. And I would love to know specifically what kind of health and fitness advice you're looking for. And the reason I ask for that is because like health and fitness and diet and exercises for cellulite and different cleanses, those are topics that you can Google. You can literally Google that shit, right? Like, I really believe that today, most of what we want to know is either free on the internet, or you've got the information already, but just aren't doing what you've been told or what you've learned, so you're not getting the results that you want. My number one belief as a health and fitness expert, I've been doing this for 15 years now, is that most of us already know what we need to do to be in the best health of our life. Am I wrong? So my question is, do you need to know more of what you already know, or do you need help truly making change in your life? Do you need perspective? Do you need behavior change? Do you need meaning and purpose as to why you choose to do what you do? And I really ask that question of my audience specifically, who are really following me for health and fitness coaching, because, God, I have several programs out there for health and fitness. Like, go to my website, annarenderer.com. You'll see them all, right? And it's not a mystery as to what is going to help you feel your best, have great energy, live healthy and fit. It's a question of more so like, why aren't maybe you or people in general doing what you need to do to live that way, right? And I just challenge you. I challenge you to step back right now as you're watching me kind of talk smack on my Instagram live, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm challenging you to step back and rethink your question. Rethink what you actually need in order to get better, in order to grow and to excel in your life. Because if it's diet and exercise tips, I really doubt it. I feel like you're smart enough to know what the hell you need to do about that. And if you follow me on freaking YouTube, I've got, 500 exercise videos to help you exercise. And I know that most of you on here feel pretty motivated by those workouts. You freaking like them, whatever. I know that we got like 4 million followers on Pop Sugar Fitness. I don't feel like it's the lack of information or resources that people need to live their best life. It's lack of meaning and purpose and clarity as to why you're not using those resources and tools to get the result that you want. And I just had a high performance coaching call with my high performance mamas, and one woman was talking about motivation, not having motivation. And I love her. And she is probably the most productive, high-performance 27-year-old woman that you'll ever meet. And I had to talk to her about the fact that motivation wanes. It comes and it goes. Like, none of us feel motivated all the time. I don't feel motivated all the time. I mean, like, feeling tired is like my, it's my nemesis. I am always going through the ups and downs as a working mother of a 1-year-old, right? And none of us are, if you depend on motivation to take action, you're fucked, okay? Because motivation wanes, it comes and it goes. And that's reality. That's not your excuse, right? I hope not. Because motivation as an excuse is a lack of understanding behind what actually drives us as human beings. And it's not motivation, because motivation goes up, it goes down, it goes up and it goes down. And that's just a known thing, okay? In the high performance world, in the life coaching world, in the overachievers world. But listen, what does lack is clarity and meaning behind why you do what you do. So if you're not getting into the best health of your life, or you're not exercising regularly, or you're not losing the weight, or you're not advancing in your business, or you're in a bad relationship that you can't get out of, or whatever it is, like, the action you need to take in your life, I'm pretty certain that most of us know what we need to do, right? So why aren't we doing it? It's not motivation. It's knowing what it means in our life if we do it, or if we don't do it. What are the consequences if we don't? What is the benefit if we do? Why are we doing what we're doing? What is it all for? What is that end result we're shooting for? And I really believe that if you get clarity on that, it will change your life forever. And I kind of like to give this tough love sometimes, especially to my health and fitness crew, because guys, you might look to Pop Sugar Fitness for the next workout, right? You might look to, you might go on Google and look for the next, meal plan. And I've got tons of meal plans. I've got recipe books. I've got all that stuff. But if you're still not following like the guidelines, or eating well, or choosing to add, healthy things in your diet, or you're not exercising regularly, you've got to get clarity on why you want to do it for yourself, what the goal is, and what meaning that gives to your life. Like, what's the purpose of all of it? I could tell you personally, like, the reason I get up every day and I work hard, and I'm running a business, and I'm helping birth new visionaries out into the world, people that want to build brands, people that want to build network marketing businesses. The reason I get up and do that every day is because I love it, right? I love talking about it. I love working with those types of women and men even. And I stay healthy because it drives me. It gets me going. It gets me living and performing at my best. If I am tired or weak or sick or in pain, right? Those are the things that we go through. Like, if we're in pain, if we're sick all the time, if we're tired all the time, if we're feeling crampy and gross all the time, if I'm feeling unhealthy and unfit and weak, all that stuff diminishes how I perform in everything in my life, literally everything, right? The way that I mother, the way that I am in my marriage and in my relationships, the way that I am with my family and my friends, the way that I coach other people, the way that I show up, the way that I can do high performance coaching calls. I mean, literally everything I do relies on my health. I believe that's true for all of us. You too. Like, whatever you do on a daily basis, you could do better if you were in better health. Am I wrong? I don't think you need to be smarter. I mean, we can all improve our expertise, our experience. We can develop our skills and our wisdom and whatnot. But I believe right now, if you didn't learn another thing in what you do, like what you're an expert at, if you didn't learn one new thing, I believe if you were in the best health of your life, you would do it 10 times better. I'm throwing down, sister, that's right. I'm throwing down that challenge because I know that how we feel dictates how we show up and how we perform. It's just the truth. So get to the deep meaning of what it means for you to be healthy, to be strong, to be energized. Fuck motivation altogether. Like, don't rely on it at all. It's not your savior, right? It's not going to give you the results that you're looking for. You can't rely on me or anybody else in the videos to kick your butt into gear and say, you can do it, sister. You can do it if you want to, if you have purpose and meaning behind it. But who's to say tomorrow will be the same? Because once the energy gets down a little bit, all of that changes, and you're relying on motivation, you might not put in the same effort, right? So I believe that today, it's important everyone decides that, you know what, I'm gonna stop making health and fitness about my vanity, about my six pack, about my biceps, about fitting into my skinny jeans. Make your health and fitness about being a high performer in life. If you find meaning to connect those two, then all the motivation in the world won't change you going from here to there. You'll do it. You'll do it. You'll do it. And this is something that, I talk about with my high performance mamas. This is what I talk about with my visionaries and the visionary planner, people growing their businesses and brands. And we even say, if you're building a business, you're building a brand, if you aren't healthy and you are tired and you are getting sick or you're in pain, you're not taking care of your body, good luck. Good luck. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle, especially if you're balancing parenthood, you're balancing a marriage, you're balancing family stuff, balancing clients. Self-care isn't a luxury. Look at what we're in right now. COVID-19, pandemic, killing people with preconditions, killing people that have weak immune systems, killing people that are not healthy, not as healthy as they could be, killing some innocent people randomly, sporadically, that's happening. But for the majority of the people that it is getting to, it's the people that don't have their health in order. They didn't have meaning. They didn't have purpose behind why. Why am I getting into fitness? Why am I taking care of my body? If this is the kind of stuff that you guys can roll with, if this is the kind of conversation that you want to be having, then I'm really glad that you follow me on Instagram. Because this is the kind of stuff I want to talk about, because the last workout that I did isn't important. It's not. It's not important. It's important that you get your butt moving. It's important that you raised your heart rate today and got active, took care of yourself, and drank water, and got sleep last night, and didn't eat like shit all day. It's important for you to give your body extra right now, to give yourself extra superfoods, to cleanse yourself if you need to make sure your gut health is in order, to make sure you're taking the supplements that elevate your body and make you feel extra good. Because honestly, for most of us, we need more right now. We don't need the bare minimum, not to mention the crap that we all eat that we need to combat, right? I drink wine, so what do? I drink extra water. I eat superfoods every day. I take an Optimize for my brain health. I do a greens that I add to my water and coconut water every day. I do all this extra stuff because I have to combat all the crap I do. Are you combating the crap that you put in? Because, I know that wine isn't the worst thing in the world. There's worse. But you have to ask yourself those questions, and get to the heart of why you care about yourself, why you care about your health and fitness. Honestly, I don't care if you lose 10 pounds or freaking 50 pounds. I care that you change your lifestyle, you change your behaviors, you freaking switch out those habits that are sucking you dry and bringing you lower and lower down the totem pole and higher up the risk pole, so that you have long-term and sustainable results that make you constantly get better and better and healthier and healthier. The next 6 months to a year matters more than anything right now. And more people can decide that they want to live this life of health and fitness because it matters to your performance and your purpose and your legacy and your relationships and your family and your parenting and all of that. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to look for motivation tomorrow, maybe do it, I don't know, I don't feel like it, I'm tired. I've heard it all. I'm sure you've said it all, or you've heard it all. Because I think most of the people on my following and whatnot, you're not excuse makers. You're go-getters. You're do-gooders. You're aspirational. You're action takers. But I still think there's like so many of us that really struggle mentally with the shift of how to change behaviors and to change our perspective and our mindset and to get out of the excuse making mindset and to really just get into forward progressive thinking in our lives. It's time. It's time to throw all that other crap away and decide now's the time I'm going to get in the best health of my life because I want to be a high performer, right? So message me if this resonates with you. Message me if this is the kind of conversation you want to be having and this is the kind of stuff you want to do for yourself. I'm launching an immunity refresh and reboot next week. And if you want to be in that, let me know. It's not rocket science what to do, but sometimes people just need that catalyst. Like, okay, let me get started. Let me just start doing what I need to do, right? And I can be that guide for you, but I'm not going to hold your hand forever. I like being a catalyst. I like getting the ball rolling. I like being in your ear, chirping, 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 chirping. But you can't rely on me either forever. You've got to make the decision that you want this for you and for reasons beyond vanity, for reasons beyond trying to look good for your vacation, for reasons beyond sick of looking at your muffin top, It has to go beyond that. Otherwise, you're always going to rely on motivation, and motivation wanes. It just does. So, cool. Message me. Let me know. I can make the next series of interviews with the experts around this idea of getting over the hump and finally getting into the best health and fitness of your life, how to do that. And it's not going to be all tactical because you guys can search that stuff on Google, right? Go to Googs, type it in, right? I'm about real transformation in our lives, like real change, sustainable change that is propelled and perpetuated by you. Not me, not her, not she, but you. You are the one that will perpetuate the growth, the improvement, the health, the status of your performance in life. And it's gotta eventually click in your brain that it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. It matters what you think and how you take action each and every day of your life, how you treat yourself. That's bottom line. That is what that's where you gotta switch. So anyway, I hope this has served you well. I've got some good comments in here. And I want you guys to keep on truly letting this sink in and sit back and say, what's my meaning? What's my purpose behind all this? Why do I need a change? Why do I need to make it now? And where am I going? So that if you live your best life, if you feel your best and you truly, truly decide to make this the year you become your healthiest person, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your family? What does that mean for the people that you serve, that you work with, that you work for? I think that's really the bigger question, right? Awesome. Great. Beautiful. Love you guys. Mwah. We'll talk to you later.